Hey guys, it is Thanimal, and today we're going to be looking at another replay of World of Tanks. This is a three-man Chaffee platoon. I'm platooned up with two of the other people from the LDS clan, Kerf and Logmac, and we're playing on Fisherman's Bay. Now, I haven't been playing the Chaffee too much recently, mainly because I've been grinding on my T-37, and I'm actually really enjoying that. At first I didn't like it, but now it's really, really great. So I haven't been playing the Chaffee too much, and some of my other platoon mates were working on their Chafees to get the T-37, so I decided might as well give it a go. We got this excellent matchmaking here. We got about four or five tier 6s on either side, and then it's us. So that's excellent matchmaking for Chaffee, excellent matchmaking for any scout, really, to only have one tier above you. So my initial plan is to have the easier scouting route, which is just a bush hop along here. I'm going to give that to Logmac, because he's kind of an earlier player. And Kerf and I are just going to be dancing around the middle here. If you guys remember, a couple months back I put out a replay called Chaffee, Patience Pays Off. And I seem to have a lot of games in this tank that really show that side of scout tanking. I don't know if it's the tank itself, but it's still, these techniques can be applied to any light tank that you drive. But the important thing is to not get yourself killed. Now, I understand that it's a really easy statement to make, but sometimes it's harder to put in practice than you would think. Because you want to get there, you want to get stuck in, you want to pester your opponents with your, high DPM and low alpha damage and nice penetrating shots, but you really do need to hang back, and hopefully this replay will show this. So like I said, I have Logmac up on the one line, and me and Kerf are just bouncing around and just generally annoying people, or getting annoyed by RNG. I'm frustrated that I only did a track shot into that Modder 38T. And I hate to show an example at the expense of one of my clanmates, but Kerf here is taking a decently aggressive approach. He's moving around like I am, but he's taking a lot of shots of opportunity. Now we have a tank destroyer, a medium tank, and also a light tank, and I think there's going to be another medium tank joining us shortly in the center here. And so I'm not sticking around for longer than it takes to fire my gun and then just get out of there, because I don't want to expose myself. This isn't a brawling tank at all. I just want to keep moving around and get shots of opportunity, meaning I'm just shooting and scooting the whole time. And so you want to keep mobile. So he's ended up dead right now, and I'm just looking around, just trying to keep mobile. I felt confident going after that Chaffee because most of the action was in the middle where that Electo and Fury is. Looks like that M3 is not having a good day. He's dead now. So the Electo, I get a good shot on him, and then I see the second medium come up, and I just back off, get some cover behind this T-14, and get out of there. And just completely break contact. Don't get in a hold down position. Just get into not anywhere near them position. And so here we see again, Kerf kind of comes up and tries to take some shots of opportunity. However, he gets tracked and he gets killed. And I hate to say it, bud, but you kind of stuck yourself out a little too far. So always leaving that room for retreat, especially when you're doing the mid-ridge. When you see mediums, you really have to make sure you tone it down a little bit and let your tank destroyers in the back and here do the work for you. And just keep pestering them. You do want to pester them just enough so they actually want to come out of their cover and try to get shots on you like this guy is. But you don't want to actually engage them yourself too much. You don't want to get into a shooting fight because you're going to lose. I don't care how much DPM you have, you don't have the hit points to sustain that. So I'm trying to get a tracking shot on him. And I get shot in the tracks, but I do not track him. Now he's coming out, and I can't get back far enough, so he takes a good shot into me. And again, I just need to back off, and I need to conserve my health. Now, even with that one shot, I have only 146 damage done this game. I really haven't done all that much damage. I've just been lighting up the enemy, and just racking in the spotting damage. But I'm keeping it moving, I'm keeping it going, and I'm staying alive. And it's so important to stay alive in these matches because it's in the end game where you really can rack up this damage. So I'm trying to get a good shot into him, and I'm just trying to dodge his shot. I don't want to get anywhere near that gun. And I just hang back, and I don't know who takes him out, but we get some good shots in. I think that Panzer IV-H might actually be getting some shots in, which is great. And just popping up in different locations. Never pop up in the same spot, especially on a ridge like this. If you have the mobility, use it to your full advantage. Some of them will just stop keeping track of where you are because they don't even know when the next place is. So this Panzer IV-H is really looking in the center, and he's not paying attention to me at all, which is great because I get 3 shots into him and he's dead. And this Panzer 38T apparently is sick of living and decides to go out in the middle of nowhere. I'm surprised that he keeps missing. He might have a bad crew, but because he missed that last shot, I'm just going to fully aim my shot and take him out. And there's some good free damage there. I took 1 hit from it, but honestly, that was really poor play by that Panzer 38T, but I got some extra damage from that. So now it's down to the Arrow 44. They have a Fury, who's a really good player, and the FV. And so I decided I just need to spot for them. I don't want them going out and trying to shoot at them from long range. I'm just going to spot them. That way they can fire from cover in the buildings in the middle of the map. And surprisingly, I can't spot these guys. Either they play their tanks a lot, or they have a good camera crew or something, but I cannot spot them from here. And I kind of get hyper-focused, but then the Tiger pings the map to where I am to over this location, the 1-2 line back into their base. And so I affirmative, and I go right over there. I guess he knows something that I don't, because, well, actually, that's the last spot that Artie could hide, seeing that the M4 has moved all the way up. So he reminds me that I should be taking after, getting after that artillery piece, so I am. I find Birch, get 1 shot into him, and get a 2nd shot into him. Well, actually, I missed that 2nd shot. The 3rd shot goes in, and then he's not going to be able to escape me. I'll be able to go around and finally finish him off. There we go. So, awesome. So I'm just going to keep on going this way until I get concealment back, and then I'm going to pop up and start spotting in base to make sure that my team doesn't have to go out of their way to get spotted and stuff like that just to get them. So moving up into these bushes here, which is an excellent position for me. Both of them are spotted. I don't really know the ARL is fortunately, but I decided to focus on the Fury because he's an experienced player. Kind of target him down a bit, a couple blind shots. I'm still not spotted, which is excellent, so I pop in this secondary bush, which I find, oh, he's right there, so I'll take a shot, that one misses, 2nd shot, and there we go. So I'm able to take out the ARL. And I just get behind this ridge to make sure that Fury can't shoot at me, because he's had a good game as well. And I just want to pop up at a different spot. So I get in the bush and wait for Binox to kick in. I have a really good camo crew on this tank, as well as 6th Sense, as we've been able to see. And there we go, there he is. He's running back, doing a good job of trying to get into a position where we have to come to him. I was going to try to sneak a 2nd shot in there, but it wasn't worth it at all. I'm not gonna lose my tank for that. And unfortunately, I'm not able to pick up the Top Gun. The M4, I think. Yeah, the M4 finishes him off. And so yeah, that's the end of the game. So again, halfway through the game, I only had 44 damage because I finished off that Electo. But I stayed alive. I kept mobile. I kept using my camouflage and my speed maneuverability to keep myself alive. And then in the end, I'm able to rack up another, 1,200 damage on top of that. Now, this game is special to me because I was actually able to get my my 2nd mark of excellence on the Chaffee from this one game alone. Total damage was 1,295 damage, and spotting damage was 1,480, with a WN8 rating of 8,129. But you can see, if you look into the detailed reports, I traveled nearly 4 kilometers, and not much damage was blocked by armor, of course, but I was able to shoot 32 times, 20 hits, 15 penetrations. It's just a very solid game for me, and it shows you what you can do when you stay alive. And this is really applicable in the Chaffee, especially with this really high rate of fire gun. But obviously, this can be applied to any light tank situation. You need to stay alive so that you can go to the latter part of the game and really just clean house, and it just becomes absolutely fantastic. Keep in mind that I know not dying is a really stupid advice, but it's good advice. It's something that you need to do, because you have to keep in mind that your game is not playing against several mediums and TDs that are camping in the back. It is playing one-on-one against a medium that's stuck out in the middle of nowhere. And to create that environment, you need to stay alive for the long game. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all guys later in more videos. Hopefully I'll be able to put out some more videos, but it's college. I'm busy, so thank you for watching this video. It makes me know that I'm so appreciated and loved, and we'll see you all later.